Hello, I'm sorry for the delay or the early start, but I'm not supposed to stand there. My slide ends with go to the beer, so you should stay now because there's another team. Right, are there any people below 15 in the room? Because some of my slides are pretty scary. You're not below 15. Come on. And normally I've got prizes. I've got hacker drink. Do you know Club Mate? Yeah. But I tried to get it here. They have a Club Mate India, but it wasn't found. So I'm sorry, I cannot give you Club Mate. And some of you will be happy because it tastes a bit like French cheese, and then you get it through an ashtray. Yeah, it's true. If you drink it the first time, it tastes like that. But I got some shirts. So if you see a logo like the bottom one, and you got the question right, you can win a shirt, okay? It's better than a bottle. This is why I'm so happy and why I'm still here. There was no logging when I used to hack a lot, and I'm very thankful for that. So now you know. Right, I'm from 1970, I'm pretty old. I used to push a lot of buttons. Are there a lot of hackers in the room? Please raise your hands. One more hackers, come on. Some of you push buttons, right? Just to see what they do. Yeah, okay, like me. I did a lot of stuff when I was pretty old, but what I always wanted was all the hackers I know, just put them in a room, drive in a car or a washing machine, and at the end of the day, just hack stuff. And we are building this now with my company, Zerocopter. In my spare time, I'm running the GGOH, which is the Guild of the Grumpy Old Hackers, which is me, by the way. And we try to help younger hackers to do better stuff, and also, sorry?
What's the entry age?
40. You want to join? Good. Which country are you from?
Germany. I love pushing buttons.
We don't have a German chapter yet, so let's talk later on. We have English chapter and a Dutch one. And I'm the cavalry. Does anybody know the cavalry? Some of you might. We try to advise car companies, medical companies on how to get things more secure. That's what we do. Right, anybody got certifications like this one? Yeah? You can download them. You don't need to get them. You know, this one is downloaded. You can get this on the web, easy. This one, even, OSP, woo! Just free, just download, tell your kids. And even if you don't have certifications like me, you still get stupid mails like this from the State Secretary of the Netherlands, inviting me to assist the European Union on cyber. And I had to wear a suit. That's killing. I never wear a suit, but there I had to wear one. So you can grow even without certifications. Right, are you ready for a little roller coaster? Because I got like 60 slides in 20 minutes. You're in? Good. Let's do it. What is security? The basics. Segways. Are segways secure? I'm not crazy, I'm asking. You don't know? You don't know? You're scared. Okay, I will start the first one. If you have tools like these, to kill them from like 15 meters, then you might have problems with your attack teams, right? Wi-Fi, is Wi-Fi secure? No, if you have guys like these in your street, you know you have problems ahead, you know? Best antenna, Pringles can. You know that? It works very well, very cool. No Wi-Fi, are you secure? Just Ethernet cables? Not secure? This was found in the harbor of Antwerp. And there was a printer connected to this power outlet, and the printer printed the freight labels for all the containers in the harbor. And it worked not so good, so people went to look, and it was weird that this outlet had a different color than all the other outlets in the harbor. So they opened it up, and there was a Raspberry Pi inside sending all the data back to some criminals. Ah, cool. If the criminals weren't colorblind, then it would still work. Is USB secure? No. If you lose it, then you are in trouble. Does anyone know what the bottom USB stick does? Sorry? Who said it? First shirt, going out. There you go. Woo! It kills your computer. You just plug it in and it charges, and then it puts all the charge back into your motherboard. And then normal people think, why? Why would you do it? Well, you put a label on it which says financing, and you put it at your competitor's parking lot. That's the idea. Blow up stuff from your enemies. Right, standalone PCs, no network connection, no cables, no Wi-Fi, no people. Secure? Why not? Secure? Air-gapped. It's not secure? Come on, it's secure. Heat signatures. Have you seen this? I think it's an Israeli company, right? Who did this? I'm looking at some researchers. They could control another PC via heat. Unbelievable. How far will you go? Well, further, because they're also doing this. Wow. I would love to visit your country sometime. Can I? I can. Woohoo! Fixed. Humans, are humans secure? No. Social engineering? Well, also we have stupid people. Don't tell anybody. Look, you have guys like this, you know? It's pretty stupid. Or guys like this. Also troublesome. This one, brilliant. Especially the guy in the middle, like, if I close my eyes, nothing will happen. And then I live in the Netherlands, and in the Netherlands we have students who drink too much in the summer, and then when they drink and it's hot, they're in the pool, and they get hungry. And what they do? Stuff like this. Why? They want to die. It's really stupid. So humans are not so secure. If you click phishing links, you are in trouble. I always say you can do a lot of awareness programs. It costs a lot of money. You can also buy a hat like this, and if somebody in your company clicks on a stupid link, he has to wear the hat for a week. Problem is solved pretty fast. Really, really, pretty cheap. And did you know that in 1998, a Nigerian astronaut went into space? That's true. He went with the Russians, and the Russian Soviet Union collapsed in 1990, so he had to go back, but they left him there. And that's pretty stupid. We have to get him back, people. We have to pay those guys a little bit of money to get the astronaut out of space. Please do it. Take a gamble, you know, you never know. There might be a Nigerian prince for real who wants to send you money. Just live a little and click sometimes. Right, everything is hackable. That's always the conclusion of some of those slides. And then everybody asks, all right, who is the hacker? And if you Google, you get this. And I got this from Chris Nickerson. This is what you get if you Google. Well, I'm a hacker. I never wear a ski mask when I'm behind a laptop. Never. It's really stupid. You cannot eat pizza via a ski mask. It's messy. Don't do it. We wear hoodies, but only because it's useful. You know? It's life hacking. That's what we do. These are the real hackers. These are the guys who change the world. These are the guys who use stuff differently. These are the people that I call hackers. And everybody knows the first one, right? Tell me. Einstein. And the second? And now, hands in the air, number one. No, that's the second one. The last one. Hand in the air. Come on. For a shirt. He's British, yes? I heard it over there. Oh, you're good at shirts. Woo! It's Mr. Turing. He helped us decode the Enigma. He made the Turing machine. He's basically the founder of computing. Zeros and ones. We will have a discussion of it later. 0, 0. And can you identify a hacker when you see it? Is this a hacker? First one? Maybe. Second one, hacker? Maybe. Third one, hacker? Third one, hacker. Very good hacker. Last one? Probably. He works for me. He's an excellent hacker. This is Matthijs. He does ICS and SCADA security. He's a real hacker, but he looks like somebody who works in corporate office. But he's very good. That's what we call script kiddie, you know? Wants to be a hacker, doesn't know how, downloads shit, and gets everybody in trouble. That's basically them. This is Barnaby Jack. If you're ever bored, look on videos of Barnaby Jack. And sadly, he died. And there's a lot of contribution about it. There's still people saying maybe he shouldn't have died, but he was looking into medical things like pacemakers, etc. So difficult. And the last one is Oliver Beck. He works for me. He also hacked United Airlines last year, and he got 1 million air miles as a reward, which is good. Unless you live in the Netherlands, because then we have a tax office, and they say, well, that's 0.02 cents per air mile. Will you please pay 20,000 euros? Why? Come on, people. We try to help. Hackers are nice people. I will go there. And this is basically my talk. Are all hackers evil? And I don't think so. To talk to you about responsible disclosure. Have you heard of responsible disclosure? Are you using it actively? Yes? Thank you. Thank you. I will talk a little about how we do it. But first, we always have a discussion, what was the first responsible disclosure ever? And I don't know, but the end result for us is this. And does anybody know what movie I'm referring to? Which one? Did you say it? I think a good one. Oh, it's two. Oh, pick the best one. And throw the other one back. War games. In war games, he hacked into a computer. He found a problem and he tried to solve it himself by finding the people who built the computer. Basically, responsible disclosure as a start, you know? In the Netherlands, we have a guideline responsible disclosure. And the Dutch prosecution server can say if a hacker did something and he held to the guidelines of responsible disclosure, even if the company say he attacked me, I want to prosecute, they can say we don't, because he's a good hacker and he did everything according to our rules, which is unique. And that's the boss of the prosecution officer. You will see him later. We even have books on helpful hackers about responsible disclosure in the Netherlands. We are really trying to get the hackers to help. And there's breaking news just out today. I have proof. 2 of March 2017. The Dutch prosecution officers has made an English translation of how they use responsible disclosure. So everybody can now look and use our guidelines if you like. Basically what it says is there are a lot of answering questions, and if they're positive, the public prosecutor may refrain from conducting criminal investigations, which is awesome, because hackers can help without fear of being prosecuted. And that's the same guy. I talked to him, and that's why we are all doing this now. I dare to go in his office, and he likes it. Well, in some countries around us, it's still criminal to be a hacker. And that's why in the Netherlands they use it as a proxy. So hackers from around the world do public responsible disclosures in our country, so they won't get prosecuted, and we pass on the information to countries around us. This is what it looks like. You just say on your website, if you are a hacker and you find something, please don't tell the press, don't download too much stuff, and be nice to us and help with us, and then we promise not to take you to court. That's it. It's very easy. This is a guy from the Netherlands who dedicates all his time to responsible disclosures. He did, like the last year, 600, and in his total life, I think now 6,000 responsible disclosures around the world. Have you heard about the database with the, which had video feeds from bears for kids a couple of days ago? It was leaked. Sorry? Yes, the Spyworld Toys leak. He found it 3 months ago. And he published, he tried to reach out to the company, and they didn't respond. And now it's damaged forever. And even he gets to sit in the Dutch chambers and talk to military about his findings in responsible disclosure. These are some of his stats. Nice to see that China is the best in fixing everything he finds, which is cool. I didn't know the Chinese were good at fixing. I didn't. Belgium, West India is also on the list. He did in last year 15 reports, and 14 were fixed in an average time span of 7.5 days. So great job, very nice. If you look at the longest to fix, it's Russia, of course, average fixing time 18 days, probably, and not fixed at all, the USA, 144 reports, and there are still 40 open after a year or something, so they have to step up their game. Stats from us is that we see a lot of anonymous reports. We have a lot of researchers in our company, and also we use a lot of researchers, but most RDs come from people around the world, which is awesome. This is another company in the Netherlands. They got 1,000 RDs last year, but they run a lot of websites. And the problem is that of those 1,000 RDs, only 2 were valid. That's not so nice. And there are people doing stupid stuff in responsible disclosure. However, if you use responsible disclosure on your site, you will get reports, a lot of reports. If you build it, they will come. And what you get from us is mostly t-shirts, of course, because everybody loves shirts, right? Yes, everybody loves shirts. So if you find a responsible disclosure, be thankful for what you get, and if you get a t-shirt, then you're the king. There are a lot of shirts. But it gets better most of the time, because this was just out last week. A Dutch bank had a responsible disclosure. And what did they send as a bank? You would expect money, but they did even better. They sent the guy a gold bar. It's unbelievable. You can make gold by doing responsible disclosures. Do it. And I once had a responsible disclosure from Costa Rica. Well, then I'm not the baddest guy, so I bring the shirt myself. You know, it's good for me to go out to other countries. What we are really strange is you guys, because we get reports from you guys and you send us an address, and we are like, no. How can the guy find the address near the temple, the bus stop in Kipe, HB? How? How can you find it? We're like, no, this is never going to work. And then 2 weeks later, I got it. And we're like, no, how? Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, pray to UPS. I really, really impressed by what they guys do. Big respect to UPS. So let's do some weird tales about responsible disclosure. Have you seen the top, by the way, the top Twitter thing? I've got it bigger, I think, yeah. Have you seen this? This looks like fake, right? It's real. It's unbelievable. If you are in Russia at night and it's misty, and you look up, you have a chance, you see a Windows error like day big. And you go like, no way. This can't be happening. But it is. It's a building. It runs Windows. Unbelievable. It's for commercials like Samsung phones and stuff, and they have huge screens all over it. But you have to reboot every once in a while because it's Windows. It's stupid. But about responsible disclosure reports, stuff we get is stuff like this. I want to warn you that you have TCP port 3128 open. Does anybody know here what port it is? Sorry? Squid proxy, winning. If you have a shirt open, you get one. Those people hack themselves. They have a proxy in their own network, and they scan and they get their own ports back and report them to us. Woo! You're good. Get on with it. This one also, it starts with hello with a W. And that states that you have a web server and it's slow and it might be Apache, and then you have to fix it this and this way. Well, if we get mails which don't say which server, because we have a lot of servers, that's pretty stupid. We don't know if it's even for us, this email, and it warns me that I have a problem somewhere. It might be Apache, it might be SSL, or it might be patches. I cannot do anything without it. It's stupid. Don't do it. It's called Dragnet RD. Just send a bunch of emails to a lot of vendors and hope somebody responds. That doesn't work. This is also cool. They even get a POC, and the POC is go to an admin page, and then if you try a username and password and you get in, then you can add users. No way. Really? I think that's the meaning. And also, they got two-factor authentication. So, I don't know what the problem is, but maybe you should try a little bit harder. And this one is also cool. I want to warn you, you are vulnerable to, and then some sort of CVE. If anybody knows what this is, you get a beer. From your head? Nobody? I see a hand, but I don't think it's meant for this. No. No beer for you. It's a PHP mailer, remote code execution, and we get the reports for it while we're running a Ruby on Rails app. Sorry? Why? You know, are you completely mental? Yeah? We don't know. It's stupid. Don't do stuff like that. And sometimes we get reports like this, and those are a bit tricky. We have canary honeypots, and people report they found open ports, which is true because it's a honeypot. But we basically cannot tell you that's a honeypot, so the discussion is very hard for us. So if you get a response like, yeah, we know, don't worry, you find one of those. Does anybody know where this is from? This is also brilliant. Hi Khalil, I'm sorry this is not a bug, thanks. Security Facebook. Does anybody know what happens next for a shirt? It was first what? Yes, good. You can get a shirt. It's close to you. Good axe. What the guy did is he said, I found a bug to Facebook, and he reported it, and Facebook said, nah, it's not a bug. And he tried again, and they still said, well, it's not a bug. And then he said, okay, dear Mark, I'm sorry for posting this on your wall, but I found a bug and nobody wants to listen. It is responsible disclosure, but it's not very nice. We call it responsible disclosure while using your leg like this, you know? Kick in hard. And this is also cool. A report from an XSS to a site, and the answer of the sysadmin, brilliant, best response ever. I'm sorry, but that field is not meant to do JavaScript. You should just put in numbers and letters. Brilliant. No XSS, fixed forever. Right, it's almost time for beers. Well, for me, because you still have, I think, another presentation. I hope they're ready. Yeah, you're ready, good. You're not ready. You are ready. Ah, no problem. You buy me beer later. Good. One thing I want to share with you is my stats. I'm not very good at calculating, but this one I found so nice. It says that hackers with honor, you know, the good guys, the ones who try to do responsible disclosure and try to make the world better, that's like 5% of all hackers. Then you have 30% all hacks doing espionage stuff. You have activists like Anonymous, 15%. Then you have like 10% script kiddies. I say educate them. And then you have 40 doing it for the money. What if we could do bug bounties, responsible disclosure, and make the prices so nice and so high for all those hackers that the 40% goes to the good side? And then we have the script kiddies left, educate them, then you have 55% of all the hackers on the good side. Our internet will be safe. We should go for that. That's my opinion. Right, I'm ending this presentation. Does anybody know who that guy is? Jason Eastreet. Brilliant. He loves to hug. And basically, this is the most important slide of my whole presentation. If you filled everything, just watch the next slide and try to get what I'm trying to get to you. Are you ready? That's it. Yeah? Hackers are pretty nice people. Hug them. Thank you.